Welcome back to another episode of Simply Shaunte with me, JaLisa Shaunte. I know the last time that we were on here, I did an interview, so I really didn't get to follow up about the whole TikTok banning and everything. But as we know, TikTok is back in it. And I have been on there constantly, nonstop. I said, I'm not missing this mass follower train. My followers went up from like 300 to like 1,700 something in just a few days. And that may not be a lot to a lot of people, but it is a lot to me. So if you want to follow my TikTok, here it is up here on the screen. Make sure that you follow me. Engagement is key, and we can all get this bread together. You understand what I'm saying? But you know something I noticed since we have been back on TikTok is all of the stuff that I was seeing before about like the fires in LA and a lot of like conspiracy theories and everything. I have not been seeing them as much. But what I have been seeing is ads for Instagram and Facebook, and I was not seeing that before. It's like, I'm not using it. I mean, I use Instagram kind of for like networking purposes, but Facebook, it's a no-go for me. I post my stuff and I get right back off. I'm not interested in no Facebook, so I'm so glad that TikTok is back and that we're able to use that app once again, even if it is for a little while, because I'm gonna run it up while I can. But with me not seeing a lot of stuff, I didn't know that the fires were still going on in LA. I guess I should watch the news, but it just be so depressing. I really don't like watching it like that. So I didn't know that they were still having the fires in LA. And prayers and, positive thoughts and vibes go out to everybody over there in LA. God bless y'all, because that is just such a tragedy and so sad to be going through. And I feel like a lot of times we get distracted by a lot of things, but I can walk and chew gum at the same time. So I necessarily don't get distracted. So they say stuff like all this stuff that's going on with Diddy and everything is just a distraction. They don't want us to see this. They don't want us to know about this. But it's like, I like to keep up with a little bit of everything. So for this week of Simply Shaunte, I'm going to give my little 2 cents about what's going on. That's because that's all I got is 2 cents. These celebrities and famous people don't care what I have to say, but I'm still going to say it anyway. So this week we got a couple of topics. There's a lot of allegations and accusations going on in the celebrity community involving Diddy. We have, been knowing about this for a while. One thing be like, if I've been hearing stuff about this like since I was little, how everybody else didn't know about it? How everybody else try to act shocked and surprised, like, oh, I can't believe Diddy been doing this. Come on, you knew. Anyway, but the whole thing with Chris Brown, like, I really wish that people would just give this man a chance to be the greatest superstar of all time, which he is. And that's my opinion. But it's true. It is what it is. But it seems like he can never go to his full potential because all of these accusations and everything that people keep bringing up about him. So we're going to get into that too. So welcome to Simply Shaunte, my 2 cents. Let's get into it. Let me talk my shit. Let me talk. So yes, with all of these lawsuits that are going on in the celebrity communities, let's first get into this Diddy docuseries that came out yesterday. It has a lot of different things that we haven't really seen before with this docuseries. It is called The Fall of Diddy. So The Fall of Diddy, what you can find on the ID channel, it has exclusive, never before heard accounts and never before seen footage, and it offers a chilling glimpse into the alleged incidents and the violent behavior of the illegal activity that Diddy has shown throughout his career. The Fall of Diddy is produced by the same team who made Quiet on Set, The Dark Side of Kids TV. So the team is known for their in-depth investigations into disturbing realities within the entertainment industry. I tried to watch that Quiet on Set, The Dark Side of Kids TV, but I couldn't watch it. Like, the things I was seeing, because I really used to watch all of that a lot. Growing up, me and my sister did. I loved Nickelodeon. When I was younger, I really watched a lot of Nickelodeon. Then I got older, I was more so into Disney Channel. Watching the things that they were saying about all of that, and then like the sexual innuendos that were made, I didn't realize it. As a child, I really didn't catch up on it. But then when you see it, it was just so cringe, and I couldn't keep watching it. I was just like, this is just too much. It's just disgusting. So the same team that did that is the team that is behind this, The Fall of Diddy. So this docuseries that's out now came out yesterday, the 27th, I believe. Yeah, yesterday. This docuseries came out yesterday, the 27th, on the ID channel. While the series promises to be a compelling watch, it is important to remember that these are allegations and that Diddy has denied all accusations against him. I know that I've been hearing stuff about it since I was little. Whether it's true or not, I can't necessarily say. I can just allege just like everybody else. But it just be like, I feel like somebody who's just so powerful and that just has money and can just give anybody anything. I feel like sometimes maybe you just lust for more. You just be wanting more, wanting to try more. So you start experiencing things, experimenting, and the man just became freaked out. That's what I feel like. Is it true? I don't know, but that's just my 2 cents. Yes, so it's just very, very crazy to see like all of this is coming out now. The docuseries raises important questions about power, accountability, and the complexities of celebrity. So how do we reconcile this public persona, with this private individual? What responsibilities do media outlets have in portraying these stories? And how can we ensure the victims of abuse have a voice and a path to justice? I remember when Cassie first came out, everybody was like, oh, she lying. She knew what she signed up for and she just wanted a check and the money stopped running in and now she want to try to get some more money from him because he not paying her bills no more. And I'm just like, that is just so crazy that people think like that. And a lot of people that you be seeing say this type of stuff are people who have never lived that lifestyle, don't know what it's like, so they can just assume, just like we all assume, because this is what my 2 cents. But it's just so wild because like people be having they be really upset and angry. It's like y'all are just trying to dehumanize the black man, say the black man is this, the black man is that. But at the end of the day, right is right and wrong is wrong. If he did it, he's wrong. And yes, he should be held accountable and go to jail. Just like everybody else should be held accountable and go to jail. Does that always happen? No. But we can't fault other people for coming out and then the black man gets in trouble. If he wrong, he wrong. Like, that's just so crazy. Was she not supposed to say anything? Was she just supposed to slide it under the rug and just be quiet about it? And that's a lot of what happens in the black community. People just want everybody to be hush hush and don't say nothing about it. It happened. It is what it is. Like, no. If she felt the need to say something about it and she did, and whoever else felt the need to say something about it and they did, it is what it is. Yes, I do feel like there are instances where people lie and make things up because they do want a quick check. They do want some fame, 2 minutes of fame, recognition, whatever. We'll get into the whole Chris Brown and the lawsuit that he has because he feels that Warner, they put out this documentary against him in 2024 called Chris Brown, A History of Violence. Chris Brown alleges that the documentary knowingly included false allegations of sexual assault, specifically referencing a 2020 incident by a woman who claimed he drugged and raped her at a yacht party. Now, I've seen some things that said this yacht party was allegedly hosted by Sean Diddy Combs. Whether or not that's true, I don't know, but this is just my 2 cents. So Brown alleges that the documentary knowingly included false allegations of a sexual assault, specifically referencing a 2020 incident involving a woman who claimed he drugged and raped her at a yacht party held by Sean Diddy Combs, allegedly. Brown asserts that this woman's claims were dismissed and full of lies, and that Warner Brothers, Discovery, and Ample Entertainment were aware of this before airing the documentary. He accuses the company of libel, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and using his name and likeness for promotional purposes while disregarding his reputation and well-being. And Chris Brown has been trying to come back from that whole Rihanna thing, and it's just, I feel like if she's over it, why is everybody else still worried about it and trying to, still hold this man accountable for stuff that she's not even worried about? So the lawsuit seeks a jury trial and at least $500 million in damages, with a portion pledged to be donated to sexual abuse victims if awarded. Now, neither Warner Brothers, Discovery, nor Ample Entertainment has publicly commented on this lawsuit as of this time, when we will see how this whole thing plays out. Now, I definitely feel like Chris Brown should be getting justice. It's just so crazy. He's still trying to get everything that happened with Rihanna so long ago. People are still trying to like hold that over his head. And it's like, the man is so talented. He's so amazing. And he is so far in his career and so far. But I feel like that whole Rihanna thing, people still try to hold it over his head. So part of me just feels like the whole industry thing, he don't really be into it like that, because these people just keep trying to play with him and play with him and play with him over and over. And with him being from VA, I'm just gonna ride till the wheels fall off. Allegations. So why would y'all even think that y'all should even still be able to put something out like that and there not be no reprimands for it? So shout out to Chris Brown. I hope he get that 500 million plus and some, because he deserves it. These people in this industry have been playing with him for years and years and years. And this is what? My 2 cents. But that part is most definitely facts, because they know they've been playing with that man. They know that man is super talented. They ain't even got as much talent as they got on their pinky toe as that man got. And a lot of people be out here hating on Chris Brown. And that's the problem for real. So shout out to him. I hope he get everything he deserved. People stop playing on his name. But this whole industry thing, it's just so crazy. I just don't know how. You have to be very strong-minded to be in it, I can see, because people will talk about you from sun up to sundown, and for them to even put that out knowing that the case did not go through, that's just so trifling and so crazy. So he better get that money. He better get paid straight up, for real, because that's very messed up. But it seems like for real, everybody trying to get paid. Like, I had seen something earlier today. I think this lady was trying to get a ride, like using Uber or Lyft or something like that, and she was too heavy. The worker told her they were unable to take her on her trip, and now she's suing. I don't know, because I thought you could like pick your size, travel if you needed like a larger vehicle. Some people may need an SUV and maybe not like a Nissan Sentra. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I kind of understand, because she may feel like she was maybe discriminated against in a way because of her weight. But if you don't fit, then you just don't fit. Like, how was they supposed to put you in the car? If there was an option to get a bigger size vehicle, maybe that should have been done versus trying to sue. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's kind of weird to sue somebody for your transgressions. That's kind of like saying you gained like all this weight because you eat McDonald's every day, but then you mad at McDonald's that you got high blood pressure. Or you be mad at McDonald's that you have a heart attack because you've been eating their fries and their cheeseburgers every day. And I'm not saying this to try to be mean or anything, because I'm a big girl myself. I ain't gonna lie. But I just think it's kind of like, I couldn't fit in your car, so I'm a sue. That sounds like a money grab. But again, this is what? My 2 cents. So I said what I said. And it is what it is. So now let's get into a little bit of Sincerely Shaunte with me, JaLisa Shaunte. So our writer writes, I've been so stuck in my head lately, hormones shooting through the roof, not really having someone to talk to. I feel regretful and upset. My head's gonna explode. Dang, I'm sorry you're feeling like that. It is, frustrating when you get stuck in your own head and your own mind and your own thoughts, your own feelings. It does make you feel overwhelmed sometimes. What I started doing was I found a hobby. This podcast is part of my hobby. One of my hobbies, because it makes me responsible to do something every week. So it's like, before I put out these episodes, I have to prepare them. I have to edit them. I have to create them, think of topics of what I'm going to talk about. So finding a hobby for me helped me to get out of my head so much, because I would just find myself thinking, or be like, well, what if this happens? Or what if that happens? And not necessarily always living in the moment. So finding a hobby, I think, would probably be something maybe good for you. I mean, I can just tell you what worked for me. I'm not licensed to tell nobody nothing. I can just tell you how I feel about situations. And I make sure I say that every time I do this podcast, because I don't want anybody to ever think like I'm giving advice or insight from like a health type of route. Like, I'm not licensed in nothing. I can just tell you how I feel about certain situations. I hope it works out for you, regardless of what you choose to do and everything. But that's just how I feel about certain things. So yeah, I found a hobby in doing a podcast. So maybe finding a hobby that you like, maybe like reading. I like to read more. I've been trying to read my Bible more than anything, because sometimes like I start reading something else and then I feel like bad, maybe convicted, because it's like, I'm reading this, I should open up that Bible. So I try to read the Bible a lot more, and that helps me to feel better about my situations and my circumstances as well. Because it would be a lot of times like maybe I'll go through some things, or go through something, and I'll be sad and I'll be down and I'll be so stressed out, but then I've been through it a couple times, and once you keep going through things, you realize where your help comes from, and you realize that the trouble doesn't always last. So you made it before, you can make it again, and then you can make it again and again. So that is something that kind of helped me from not being in my head so much and overthinking. And I know I fall short. We all do sometimes. I still may overthink things. Sometimes I even overthink this podcast, but it is a hobby for me and I enjoy doing it. So I try not to overthink it as much, because once I start to overthink things, they stop becoming fun for me. So yeah, try to find you some hobbies, try to find things that you like, spend time with people. If you don't have a community of folks, maybe try to go to different places, and being in those places, maybe you'll find your people. I know that's what I'm gonna start doing this year, because I'm tired of sitting in the house all the time. Only time I go out is like when I'm going on a trip or something like that. But around here, it's like I'll go out to eat, or maybe like that's something else I like to do as a hobby. Eating out is a hobby for me. I like to try different restaurants, try different things, see what I like, see what I don't like, writing songs, doing music. That's another hobby of mine. So I try to keep my mind occupied, so I'm not thinking about so many things. And that seems like it helps a lot. So I hope that you find a hobby, something that you like to do to clear your mind, and also look into some self-care, just some relaxation. There's spa things you can get, like a spa kit. You can just use that at home. They have like the hot stones and everything. I have on it. Child, let me tell you, I'll be relaxed. So maybe, try something like that. Some self-care, do some facials at home, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Just find something that you like to do and do that, so that you won't be thinking about everything all the time and your mind be all over the place. So yeah, that's just me. That is just me. I don't want to read that one. That's too much. I don't be one to do like no relationship like help type stuff, because it's like, child, don't ask me. I don't know. You better ask a relationship coach or a therapist. Don't ask me about the relationship stuff. I don't know what to tell you. My thing is, if you want some relationship advice, don't ask me. I can't give it to you. I don't know, child. You better pray on it, because that's all I do, pray. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not with no relationship guru, none of that. I can't give advice on certain things. And if I can't give advice, I'll tell you straight up, that is not my forte. That is not my type of time. And I'm not trying to make this podcast into like no men bashing women bashing men like type ordeal. I don't like podcasts like that. So that's not the route I'm trying to take. So more power to you. But if you need like relationship advice, this is the wrong place for you. It's the wrong place for you. And that's the kind of advice I would not give, because I really don't want to talk about those type of things. I just feel like if you're going through something relationship wise, pray on it and work it out, because I don't know what to tell you. That's not my forte. We ask people who got more experience than me, because that is not my forte. But yes, thank you guys so much for tuning in to my 2 cents. Because yes, this is my 2 cents. This is how I feel about certain things that's going on. How do you feel? Make sure that you put it down in the comments. Make sure that you follow me on all platforms. That is JaLisa Shaunte. JaLisa, JaLisa_Shaunte. That's for TikTok, Instagram, wherever. I do be more active on TikTok more than anywhere else now. I'm a TikTok girl, yes. But I'm finna run that up. So we about to go. I'm about to get off this episode. I'm about to get back on TikTok. So I will see y'all next week. Same time, same place. Bye.